Elon Musk never stops to work on new ideas, that's for sure. We've already told you about his plans regarding a revolutionary internet connection. Well, today we will talk about another brilliant idea that might change everything. This time, it's about creating submarine cars that will be used as ocean transportation. Elon Musk has already found success in the electric vehicle industry as well as in the realm of space exploration. Is it any wonder that he also has plans to revolutionize ocean transportation as well? Those who know him best would say it's not a surprise. His interest in ocean transportation came shortly after a very expensive purchase he made in September of 2013. For you James Bond fans out there, you might remember Wet Nelly, which was the custom-built submarine that was created for the 1977 James Bond movie, The Spy Who Loved Me. Wet Nelly was modeled after the Lotus Esprit S1 sports car, and in the movie, it dramatically converts from a fast little racer to a fully functional submarine vehicle. Musk jumped at the opportunity to buy this artifact, paying just under $1 million for it at an auction. Initially, the identity of the buyer was kept anonymous, but a month later, it was revealed that the Tesla founder was in fact the individual in question. Musk remembers watching that very scene in the movie when Bond simply presses a button to convert his car after driving it off of a pier in a high-speed chase with a helicopter. However, shortly after the purchase, he confessed to USA Today that he was disappointed to learn that it can't actually transform. That got his wheels moving, so to speak, and inspired him to think seriously about creating a vehicle that is part car, part submarine. He developed a plan to take a Tesla electric powertrain and see if he could make his dreams come true. In January of 2020, Musk took to Twitter and had this to say: "A Tesla works as a boat for short periods of time, as an electric car has no air intake or exhaust to block, and battery, motor, electronics are water sealed." He also added that submarines are just underwater EVs. To prove this point even further, he included a link to a YouTube video from 2016. The video, which appears to have been shot with a phone camera from inside a Tesla Model S, shows a flooded underpass and a line of stranded cars. The individual who was driving the Tesla tries to maneuver his way around the cars, who you can clearly see are struggling to get out of his way. The driver is successful in getting his Tesla to act, as Musk stated, like a boat, and gets out of the underpass, thereby leaving the other cars in the dust, or more accurately, in the flood. He does this with relative ease, showing that a Tesla can in fact travel short distances through water. When other users on Twitter have hinted at the potential for Tesla to make a water-safe vehicle, he's typically responded in the affirmative, with comments such as, "I think we could make that work." While different projects have taken his attention and his resources since he first purchased the James Bond vehicle, it's clear Musk hasn't forgotten about his plans. In June of 2019, at the Tesla shareholders meeting, one of the shareholders asked Musk if the company would ever be able to make an aquatic car. "It's funny you should mention that," he said. "We do actually have a design for a submarine car, like the one from The Spy Who Loved Me, the Lotus that sort of turns into a sub." During the meeting, Musk also estimated that while he supports this idea, he also admitted that it might be a bit of a distraction from some of the larger goals that Tesla has on its horizon. Although it is possible to have a submarine car, the billionaire said, there would only be a small but enthusiastic market to cater to. "Maybe we'll make one as a show car," he concluded. The idea of an aquatic car is not as far-fetched as it sounds, and Musk is not the only one to have pondered making one. Back in 2008, the company Rinspeed unveiled their model aquatic car, which they named the S-Cuba. It is at this point in time the only vehicle that can be successfully operated on land as well as in the water. It is a small two-seater with 3 electric motors, one to drive the car on land and the other 2 to move through water. Interestingly enough, the inspiration for the S-Cuba was also the 1977 James Bond film. While Tesla might very well have plans for an aquatic car, they are certainly not sharing those plans with anyone. Since his mention of it at the 2019 shareholders meeting and the comments he made on Twitter in 2020, Musk has not said anything further about plans to create a submarine car. Plans for another vehicle, however, did cause stirring in the auto industry in early 2021, just after the Tesla Cybertruck was introduced. Boxy and very futuristic looking, the design was inspired by Wet Nelly, and although it has not been released yet, it looks like it will only be a land-driving car for the time being. Since not many aquatic cars exist, and Musk hasn't explained much regarding his motive, it's not exactly clear on what the benefits of a submarine car would be. Perhaps drivers in areas that are prone to flooding would feel safer if they were suddenly caught in a flash flood. and will not have to risk abandoning their vehicles or getting stranded. Other benefits could be purely futuristic ones. Imagine being able to cut across a huge lake in your town to get from point A to point B more quickly, versus having to maneuver around bodies of water on land. Whatever the benefits, Musk has proven himself to have humanitarian and environmental motives behind a lot of the decisions he makes. We'll just have to wait and see what he comes up with.